Hi, welcome back to Elements in Focus. I'm Grant Soliven, Manager of Advisor Operations. With me, as always, Director of Financial Planning, Aaron Rheaume. And we're so excited to have you back. Thank you for taking the time to be with us in Elements in Focus. For those veterans of you that are out there, you know that Aaron and I go through the 5 critical elements and pick snippets, little golden nuggets that we can give you from a tax planning perspective. And a big one coming in tax planning is some of the new legislative changes, say that 3 times fast,
Yeah.
we call it Secure Act 2.0. And so I'm going to kind of tee up Aaron here to let him kind of unleash some of the new cool things that are coming from that. And then we'll get you set up with someone from the team to if you have further questions. So Aaron, what's going on with Secure Act 2.0 and what should we be paying attention to?
Yeah, so at the end of last year, while most of you were busy doing holiday season stuff, the Congress was busy passing the omnibus $1.7 trillion 2.0, the Secure Act bill. And so some of the major effects were pushing your required minimum distribution age from 72 to age 73. Now, if you've taken your RMD, your required minimum distribution, that's going to continue. But for those of you that were turning 72 this year in 2023, you no longer have to take a required minimum distribution. That age is now 73. The plan is to push that age to 75 starting in year 2033. So about 10 more years, and that will be moved to 73 or 75 in 2023. Another major change was with 529 plans. Those are college savings plans, and so a lot of times there's maybe some unused funds or things that are not used for education purposes. You can roll that to a Roth IRA. Now, there are some guidelines that you have to pay attention to. The 529 plan has to be open for at least 15 years. You can only roll up to $35,000 into that to the Roth. And so if you have questions, we'll be happy to answer those. Another change with the 529 plan, specifically here in the state of Indiana, is they've increased the 20% tax credit amount. So in the past, if you donated or made a contribution of $5,000 to a 529 plan, you would get a 20% state tax credit against any taxes owed in Indiana, so $1,000. That has been moved to $7,500, so you can now get a $1,500 state of Indiana tax credit against taxes owed. There also have been some changes to where in retirement plans, your employer contributions can be put into a Roth bucket if that's part of your 401k plan. And I know you wanted to hit in on some of the simple stuff,
Oh,
so I'll let you
absolutely.
cover that.
And so a lot of good stuff coming on here. What Aaron's kind of teeing off to me right now is that SEP IRAs and simple IRAs have largely been left to tax deferral only. That being said, part of the omnibus rule and part of Secure Act 2.0 is that we can now use both and have Roth money. So that's a very powerful tool when we're trying to create tax diversification in certain instances. And for those of you that are watching that have simple IRA plans, because again, the 401k maybe isn't the right fit for the organization, you now can go to your employer and say, hey, can we add the Roth yet? Now, with that being said, just be weary or don't be frustrated with the employer if they say not yet, because even though it is a federal law, not all custodians will take to it immediately.
Correct.
So they'll give it time. It will come. It's now a federal mandate, which is great. And now we'll just have to let the custodians like Fidelity, Principal, think of all the big retirement plan organizations out there. It's going to take them a minute to get caught up to that new rule. So,
Correct.
but it is coming. So exciting stuff. Aaron, anything else you want to share about Secure Act 2.0?
Yeah. One other thing with required minimum distributions, if you had missed those in the past, the IRS could charge up to a 50% penalty on missed required minimum distributions. That's been reduced to 25%, and in some cases, it could be as low as 10%. However, you really don't want to miss your required minimum distribution. If you're working with one of the advisors at FEG, we are on top of making sure you're taking those. If you don't have an advisor that you're working with and you have questions around that, we'd be more than happy to help you.
Absolutely. And so, how to get that help? If you're not working with one of our talented team members, please give us a call. 800-928-4001. We'll set up a complimentary next steps meeting. And in those meetings, we try to leave you with things you can do today and tomorrow, even if you don't work with our team, because we feel that the information we provide will add value and we want people to succeed. So call that number. Brittany will be on the other line. You can just set up with one of our team members in your area. You can also ask questions at talktofeg@yourlifeafterwork.com, or you can visit our website, yourlifeafterwork.com, and look for a lot more content that myself and Aaron and other team members have done along the years. So thank you for spending your time with us again today. We hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever time you're watching this is, and we'll see you at the next video.